Welcome, Dark Wanderers, to another journey into the shadows of ancient myths and legends. Today we delve into the realm of forgotten deities whose very names inspire dread. These gods were not benevolent, merciful protectors, but rather beings of darkness, chaos, and terror that once ruled over the ancient world. From the bottomless abyss to the echoing chambers of illusion, these entities demanded sacrifices and devotion that no mortal could easily withstand. Gather your courage and prepare yourself for the top 10 most terrifying ancient gods. Drasic is the god of the endless void, an entity that embodies emptiness and eternal darkness. He represents the end of all things, devouring not just matter, but also the very essence of existence. The cult of Drasic is banned in many realms, as he offers no blessings, only the cold embrace of oblivion. It is said that Drasic was born in the moment when the first stone plummeted into the depths of the world's abyss. His essence is tied to that eternal fall, an endless journey into nothingness. Drasic embodies what lies between worlds and beyond their boundaries, the very essence of nothingness and the end of all life. Followers of Drasic are required to observe complete silence for 3 days and nights, retreating into a deep, trance-like meditation. During this time, they renounce all material desires and attachments. To summon him, one must make a sacrifice of profound loss, abandoning a treasured aspect of their life, such as their career, family, or even their own identity. The offering is left on an altar surrounded by black stones and mirrors, symbolizing the emptiness Drasic represents. Vintri is the goddess of vibrations, music, and harmony. She governs all forms of sound waves, from discordant noise to serene melodies. Artists, musicians, and poets often seek her favor, for she inspires creativity and inner peace. However, her influence can be as destructive as it is inspiring, leading followers into madness if they cannot control the symphony of vibrations she bestows. According to legend, Vintri was born when the first sound echoed through the world, the whisper of wind through grass that created the universe's first melody. As a deity born of sound itself, she holds dominion over every vibration in existence, whether harmonious or chaotic. Followers gather in sacred spaces filled with mirrors and glass objects to amplify sound. They sing hymns, play instruments, and capture the sounds of nature, like the rustling of leaves or the crashing of waves. To summon Vintri, one must sacrifice something deeply personal, such as their voice or a cherished instrument. Those who sing continuously through the night without pause may gain her favor, allowing her melodies to bless or haunt their lives. Feneres is the master of illusions and deceptions. He weaves lies into the very fabric of reality, creating falsehoods that entrap the minds of his followers. Those who serve Feneres are never truly sure of what they see. Even the promises he makes are cloaked in half-truths and deceptions. Feneres came into being when the first human doubted what they saw with their own eyes. He rose from that seed of uncertainty, becoming the embodiment of all that clouds the mind and twists perception. He thrives on the chaos that doubt and deception bring to mortal lives. His followers engage in rituals that blur the lines between reality and illusion, such as creating mazes of mirrors or casting shadows to deceive the eyes. To summon Feneres, one must offer a sacrifice of truth, something once believed to be fundamental to their identity. This sacrifice might be a personal confession or the symbolic destruction of a treasured item that represents their former beliefs. Asunak rules over the cycle of death and rebirth, not as a bringer of destruction, but as a force of inevitable change. He guides souls through their final journey, ensuring that the process of reincarnation remains unbroken. Those who seek wisdom in life and death turn to him for guidance. Asunak emerged at the dawn of death itself, as the first living being ceased to exist. He crafted the cycle of rebirth, ensuring that life and death remain intertwined, each giving rise to the other in a perpetual dance of transformation. Devotees conduct rituals of meditation in pitch darkness, contemplating the endless cycle of existence. To call upon Asunak, a follower must perform a symbolic burial, signifying the end of one chapter in their life. This could involve abandoning an old habit, shedding a significant part of their past, or even enacting their own mock funeral. Kinar holds dominion over the spectrum of human emotions. He can manipulate feelings of joy, anger, love, and fear, influencing mortals to act upon their deepest passions. Those who worship Kinar often find themselves overwhelmed by their own emotions, driven to extreme acts by his influence. Kinar came into being with the first burst of human emotion. As soon as humanity experienced feelings beyond logic, Kinar became the keeper of this chaotic energy. He guides those who wish to control or unleash the power of their emotions. Kinar's followers gather in secret ceremonies where they express raw emotions, crying, laughing, or screaming uncontrollably. To summon him, a devotee must make a sacrifice of emotional significance, such as confessing a secret desire or confronting a deep-seated fear. The offering serves as a token of their devotion to the god of passions. Terria is the goddess of shadows and forgetfulness. Her essence is found in the darkest corners of the world, where memories fade and dreams die. She offers protection to those who wish to hide from the world, but her favor is fleeting, and her followers often find themselves haunted by their own secrets. Terria was born from the void between the stars when humans first realized that darkness was more than just the absence of light. She embodies the fears and secrets that linger in the dark, forgotten corners of the mind. Devotees perform rituals in total darkness, using black candles and shrouds to cloak themselves in shadow. To summon Terria, one must offer a secret so deep it has never been spoken aloud, surrendering a piece of their soul to the goddess of night. Rokern is the god of cyclical processes and infinite repetition. He governs time, causing it to move in circles rather than in a straight line. His followers believe that through him, they can gain the strength to endure the cyclical nature of life. Rokern cannot be defeated, as his power feeds off recurring events. Legends say that Rokern was created when humanity first began to notice repetitions in life, from the seasons to birth and death. He was the first to recognize the cyclical nature of existence and made the world turn in endless loops with no beginning or end. Followers of Rokern believe in the power of repetition and rituals. His temples are filled with circular symbols, and worshippers gather to perform repetitive tasks like chanting, dancing, and offering sacrifices to ensure the continued flow of time. People offer objects that represent cycles, such as clocks, coins, or rings, to receive blessings in coping with life's endless loops. His followers seek solace in understanding the inevitability of recurring events, and the ritual of repetition is believed to empower them to transcend the mundane. Endala is the patroness of illusions and distorted realities. She has the power to alter perception, causing her followers to see the world in its many multifaceted and bizarre forms. Anyone who enters her sphere loses the ability to distinguish truth from fiction. Endala views distortion as an art and promises those who believe in her the ability to see the world as it truly is. Endala was born when the first being questioned whether reality is merely a reflection of thought. She appeared at the moment when creatures began to wonder what truth really is and what constitutes illusion. Her cult is built on the belief that reality is subjective and should be experienced in multiple dimensions. Endala's followers often engage in artistic and mind-bending rituals, using mirrors, glass, and kaleidoscopic patterns to alter their perception of the world. The followers participate in trance-like rituals where they meditate on the fluidity of existence, distort their senses through substances, and immerse themselves in art and illusions. The aim is to experience life through a lens of fluidity, where the boundaries of reality are constantly shifting. Galhose is an elusive god whose essence lies in the forces of nature, especially storms, hurricanes, and tornadoes. His wrath knows no bounds, and his power can destroy entire cities. However, when Galhose is silent, he bestows peace and serenity. This duality makes him a god of both destruction and renewal, demanding great sacrifice for any blessings. According to legend, Galhose was born when the first lightning struck the sky, and the world was torn apart. His strength stems from the chaos created at the moment of the world's birth. His followers believe that his anger is directed at those who disturb the harmony of nature. The worship of Galhose is intense and dramatic, with rituals designed to invoke both his destructive and peaceful sides. His followers practice storm ceremonies where they dance and chant in the middle of violent weather conditions, believing that enduring a storm grants them divine favor. Sacrifices, usually in the form of rare animals or precious goods, are offered to calm his rage. Pilgrimages are made to the highest peaks and storm-prone areas, where they commune with the forces of nature, hoping to be blessed with peace or power. Siorak is the god of eternity and infinity. He exists within the currents of time, unaffected by its linear progression. His role is to oversee the passage of souls from one world to another, observing the cycle of birth and death. Siorak does not interfere with human affairs, but his existence forms the foundation of their understanding of time and its inevitability. Siorak was born at the moment when the world first realized that everything has a beginning and an end. He became the god who governs time, its flows, and eternity, which cannot be altered. Siorak's worship is contemplative and meditative. His followers believe that to live in harmony with the eternal flow of time, one must seek tranquility and enlightenment. Temples dedicated to Siorak are often built in quiet, timeless locations such as remote mountaintops, abandoned ruins, or places where the cycle of life is most evident. Rituals involve meditative practices, timekeeping, and symbolic acts that reflect the passage of time. The worshippers focus on understanding the long-lasting patterns of existence, offering their prayers to align with the eternal rhythm of life and death. Ezodar is the god who guards ancient and forbidden knowledge hidden at the core of the universe. He is the keeper of all secrets that are not meant for human comprehension. His followers are secret societies and occultists seeking to unravel the truth hidden beyond the physical world. Ezodar represents not just knowledge, but the hidden aspect of the universe beyond understanding. Ezodar emerged at the creation of the world, when the first ray of light touched chaos, and from that meeting, mystery was born. He exists at the crossroads of reality and non-existence, recording every event in the infinite scroll that stretches through eternity. Ezodar's followers are dedicated to uncovering hidden truths and seeking forbidden knowledge. They practice secretive rituals, often involving cryptic symbols, ancient texts, and meditative journeys to uncover knowledge beyond the grasp of ordinary people. Initiates must prove their worth by uncovering hidden truths about the universe, often through trials of wisdom and judgment. Sacrifices to Ezodar are symbolic and subtle, such as offering forbidden knowledge or seeking enlightenment in ways that challenge conventional wisdom. And so concludes our dark journey into the terrifying realm of ancient deities. These gods demand sacrifices beyond mortal comprehension, and their power is as boundless as it is mysterious. If you dare to invoke them, be warned once summoned, their gaze may never leave you. If you enjoyed this journey into the shadows, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales from the darkness. Until next time, remember sometimes it's better not to know what lurks beyond the veil.